got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Poodle, don't get blown away, okay? Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
I don't believe this!
All right?
No.
Sure.
Really now?
Yes! What?
What?
Very nice. Yes.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, But even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renin homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but... frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Let's dispose of the trash.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Glacial Spear. Pierce Evil.
Your reflexes will not serve you well.
In here.
Air blade. Resonate with the earth.
Up and at 'em. Let's go.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Sleep now.
Negative gate.
Get out of here.
Resonate with the earth.
Not on fire. Pierce Evil.
Far enough!
Lightning Orb. Breathe Laser. Let's go.
Now you see what I can do!
Shining Supernova. Raging Gust.
Leave the ensnaring to
In
me.
here.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
Take this. Fly.
The wire retreat. Blah, blah, blah. That's here. Tidal Wave. Do it.
Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away!
a mile.
That's no ordinary enemy.
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me!
Where are you going?
Negative gate!
These ones can run rings around us.
One, come all! Dragon Swarm!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Dragon Swarm!
Prepare to be seared. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Elusive deity! We turn the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back. Be still!
Shatter in the wind! Healing
Strike!
Let us
Rising
now!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Slash! Try this!
Steel! Flame!
Infernal Torrent!
Hear me! Get on
Double Demon Fang! Burn!
More where that came from!
Rising
Lightning
Falcon!
Condemned! Freeze Blaster! Thunderblade!
You got flyers!
Well, I've got this!
No
Let
further!
a marksman handle it!
Mirage! All yours! Now I can resonate with the earth! Swallow Blade!
In here!
On your
Here
knees.
goes!
You're mine! I'm not done! Slash! I'm ready!
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! Whew. Thank goodness we won!
Right, here goes! Double Demon Fang!
Down on the
You're
ground!
mine!
Graviton Field!
You're mine!
Thunder Field!
Hurricane Thrust!
Raging Cascade!
Lunar Rondo!
Field! Lightning! Get down!
Rising Falcon! Megasonic Thrust! Double Demon Fang! This one's all mine!
Your dreams! Hear me!
Infernal Torrent! Be still!
Your blade moves like
Where are
silk.
you
That's just what my instincts dictate. How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly
It
worth
is.
our time.
I can't ignore the
more.
Now try to be more careful.
Easter!
Razor Cyclone!
Take this!
Far enough!
Searing Flare!
Do it!
Be still!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle. Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies! I think Hoodle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans take it?
Get lost!
Double demon fang! I'll take you all on! Be still! On your knees! Rising phoenix! Take this! Slash! Swallow blade!
Take this!
Stardust! Hurricane thrust!
Reload!
Can you take it?
Swallow blade!
Rotating
Swallow turret!
Prepare to be sealed, though. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Your blade moves like silk. That is what my instincts do. How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Come and face me!
I'm ready.
Resonate with the earth! You're mine!
Mine!
Onward! Bring it back!
Seal!
Dragon Swarm!
More for the stockpile! Searing flame! Reload!
Dragon Swarm!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly!
Not
Where are
today!
you going? Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Swallow blade! Swallow blade! Swallow blade! Double demon fang! Resonate with
Do it! Lock!
Demons descend! Flashing fang! Into everlasting.
Thank goodness we won.
Gotta break through! Double demon fang!
Rotating pile driver!
Here's a healing arc.
Swallow blade!
Okay. Raging
Can't
storm.
get out of hide it, though? Amazing! Be still!
Lightning today.
Stardust!
With the mark.
Luna Rondo! You're on!
Negative take!
Freeze laser. I never miss.
Lightning thrust! Luna Rondo!
Thou art the being interrupted.
Rising fang!
Denied! Force of regeneration! I can carve through armor!
Radiant door.
Swallow glacial slide!
Here's the
He who
my
prepares
watch.
Swallow blade! Burn in hell!
He who prepares to free from the
Swallow
dead.
blade!
Raging storm.
Infernal torrent! Double demon fang!
Healing. I can't do it.
Stay away from my friend! Double demon fang! Slide! Double demon fang!
Rotating pile driver!
I still got the
Double demon fang!
Into the shadow.
Grind you into dust!
Radiant storm.
Be still!
Celestial hammer. Healing.
Thrilling performance.
Shattering the pieces!
Why'd you heal me?
Celestial hammer. I can handle it. Searing flame. Reload.
Castle! You're on!
Searing flame. Freeze laser. Dance in the wind.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Radiant cascade.
Can't get out of this!
Swallow blade!
Here goes. I never miss. Not on my watch.
Eat dirt!
Elusive deity!
What
Denied! I'll smash you! Tornado blast!
Amazing.
Castle!
Elusive deity!
Purge malevolence.
You're mine! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent! Radiant right! Swallow blade! Regeneration! Be still!
Regenerate!
I'm in your debt, Joker.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You've got it.
What's
Nick?
Can you take it?
More for the stockpile.
Rotating pile driver!
Searing flame.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Resonate with the earth!
Energy.
Not today! Here I come!
Do it, Bridwell. Frozen.
Hammer!
A hard-won victory.
shall ensure you survive this.
This'll come in handy.
Rising Falcon! Now we're
Denied!
Mega Ray! Chinese
Rising
Supernova!
Falcon!
Not on my watch!
Airborne
Sky
scoundrel.
is mocked.
Sounds like a job for you.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Well done! Annihilation!
Rising Falcon!
Swallow Blade! Freeze Lancer!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
We should be able to cook here.
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat...
It's probably some sort of gas.
Gas? Those cowards!
Isn't this just cooking smoke?
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad?
I believe
They're trying to gas Alphen?
What? Those sick bastards! I won't let them get away with...
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Oh, crap. The spices burned. Well, Dad...
Hey, Alphen?
Oh, Shion. Perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. I used a ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked it a little, but it should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants, far be it from me to contradict. His cuisine is a rather delicate repast.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Huda lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too. Just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a...
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the...
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm... Good night. Another day, another Gald.
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that Lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her den and bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
There.
Let's see what you've got.
Try this! Inferno gun! Here I go!
This one's mine!
Take this!
I'm not done!
Their hide is thick as armor!
Double demon fang! Not today!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for your safety, Tara!
You're finished!
All back in their defenses!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Swallow blade! I'm not done!
I'll smash you!
Healing circle!
Swallow blade!
Thank you.
Try this!
Your helping me has become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
What is it now?
Escape! It's... Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! On your knees! Rising with the earth! This one's all mine! I owe you one! Slash! Swallow blade! My turn! I owe you one! Be still! Rising Phoenix! Slash!
Right now!
Slash here!
This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash!
We can really make weapons with this?
for the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.